Missouri. It's the Alabama Crimson Tide and the Missouri Tigers. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Let's go down to Holly Rowe with the latest on the weather.
Thank you, guys. I have checked in with the Tigers head coach here pregame. One thing he's got his eyes on, the weather. We weren't sure what to expect today, but this weather has turned out to be beautiful. He said that will have a great impact and be a benefit to his team here today. Back to you.
All right, Holly. Alabama about to kick off to get things started. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They've got the big fellas out there, a three tight end look on 1st and 10. They'll start this drive on the ground with Hardy. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Here's Simmons to throw. Fires to the wideout. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down.
Well, it was a good throw. It was a good route, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
They're going to keep this drive going. They'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 26. Lined up in the gun, here's Simmons. Looking for a huge play. Leaping grab for a big gain.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Mizzou coming out with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, give to Hardy. At the 35, he's loose. And they are finding some space in this defense. He's got it down to the 25. The Tigers have this offense rolling. Throwing Simmons. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33. When you play at a place like Alabama, you have to live up to the legacy of the Jonathan Allens, the Deron Paynes, the Marcel Dariuses when you play on that defensive front.
And the funny thing is, Reese, I can keep going. Quentin Williams, Will Anderson, like the...
Throws toward the end zone. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down.
You know, as an offense, you just don't get that many great opportunities in games to hit these type of big-time plays. When plays like that present themselves and receivers are open, as a quarterback, you have got to make that throw.
From the gun on 3rd down, Simmons. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. That was not on the opening script of plays. The turnover as the defense makes a play early.
This quarterback was having success throwing on the opening drive of the game, in large part because it's a lot harder to throw on 3rd down when the defense is expecting it, like you saw right there. They were ready, had a really good coverage call to get the INT.
Knocked down after picking up 5 out to the 24.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for disaster. They got to be more physical, get off the ball, get downhill faster.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's 3rd best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
The Tigers will call a timeout. That's their first. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. fairly manageable distance here on 3rd down from the 27. Might be calling a hot route. Russell from the gun on 3rd down. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
Defense did a great job. 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
They are backing up their pregame words. Their first drive of the game, 4th down in their own end, and they're going for it. Russell. He's got enough for the 1st down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. You always hear run the route deep enough to get the 1st down, but if you don't, you better fight your way there, and he did.
Yeah, nice job. Hey, listen, catch the football, understand 4th and short, the situation, and then go get that 1st down. Don't dilly-dally. Don't try to make a home run play. Get past the sticks. Nice job of understanding that situation.
Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you could tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
So now it's 2nd and long. Out of the gun to give to the back. And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play. Third and 6 yards to go. Throwing Russell. Finds his man down the middle. That'll be enough for the 1st down as they stop him at the 43-yard line.
And because the receiver was able to drive back to the QB on that curl route against man coverage, he was able to create a little bit of separation between him and the defender, and that was a big key in getting that 1st down.
The Crimson Tide comes to the line with the 1st and 10. Here's a quick throw out to the left. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
And a great job by the defense seeing it right away, reacting to the screen, going and getting the football, and getting the fast playmaker on the ground.
They got 3 on the last pass. Here comes 2nd and 7. From the gun, the ground game. Using that running game to bludgeon forward. He's got 4 down to the 35.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
3rd and short here from the 35. Might take a shot here if this is 4-down territory. Gets open down the middle. They've got enough for the 1st down, and they're in the red zone at the 20. The Crimson Tide move the sticks through the air. Let's see if they go back to it here. On the move. Got a little grass. And he'll be out of bounds on what turns out to be the final play of the 1st quarter. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the 2nd. Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. Looking for the end zone. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. They just took the air out of that thing. That might be an understatement. They took the ball away and just wore down, just grinded away at that defense.
And took a lot of time off the clock in the process as well. I'm impressed with the physicality up front of this offense, because that's where it all starts. If you're going to march the ball down the field like they just did, you've got to be dominating in the trenches, and they are doing that in this game right now.
Looks like he's going to try to return it. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Missouri's offense heads out ready to go. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions, but I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did on the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Simmons. The short hands, it's Hardy. Brought down at the 33, but not before he gets 10.
Running backs are wide receivers. They do such a great job nowadays out of the backfield. All you got to do, dump it to him. Get it to him quick, and he'll make the rest happen with his running back skills. But they do so much work with wide receivers in practice that they basically have become wide receivers now.
Well, that's one the offense would love to have back. That's a play they practice over and over and over. They feel like they can run that play in their sleep, not able to connect there.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Looking for a man, it's Simmons. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that 3rd down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
Wait just a second. They're leaving the offense on the field. They're going to go for it in this situation. Again, it's Simmons. Fires to the right. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. And that decision will be questioned for a while.
That's a great job there by the defense here early in this game, getting a huge stop, and they've got an opportunity to make the opponent pay. Offense taking over now in great field possession. Let's see what they can do here from a play-calling standpoint to try to put some points on the board.
Fires downfield, working the middle. They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9.
This coaching staff has really done a nice job marrying the play-action game to their running game. That looked like that was going to be a run. Everything in that play said they're running the ball downhill. At the last second, quarterback pulled the football, and he was able to complete the throw.
Trying to run, it's Riley. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage at 2nd and goal.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Quarterback making checks. Keelan Russell. Big guy smells it. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
Well, short completion setting up 3rd down now. Who is your best playmaker that you can target in this area of the field?
They've worked it down to the 4-yard line, but now it's 3rd and goal. To throw, it's Russell. Lets it fly. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. Quick strike through the air for the score.
And I think this is really the separators in good offense and great offense. Can you throw the football inside the 5-yard line with the tight windows? He can. Nice strike, nice catch, nice execution.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they cap the drive with a 4-yard touchdown pass. Fielded in the end zone, it's Roberts. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. The give to Hardy. Breaks into the open. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line.
What a run, man. I tell you what, it's hard to pop runs. It's hard to get 3, 4, 5, 6 yards a lot of times. But when you got backs like this who can make huge plays with the speed, getting out in the open field, can take it the distance on every play, defenses are scared out of their mind.
This offense has been sluggish to say the least, but finally they're on the move on 1st and 10. There's some room. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42.
And when your offensive line can plow holes like that and you can get over 10 yards a carry, like, we don't need to complicate this. Like, this is a very simple form. Be more physical. Hand the football off. That's a great job in back-to-back plays for this offense.
Off the RPO, complete. He stopped at the 32, picks up 10 on the play and gets the first down.
Every drive is obviously important, but now that you've dug yourself a hole, this offense, they need to score here. Like, before the half, they need to move this ball down the field. Nice job in the passing game. Got to put a few together. Need to get some points to cut into this lead right before the half.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Hardy. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
And with that incompletion, man, this crowd, I don't know that they are really happy about what's going on. I mean, they already built a deficit, and they don't have a lot to cheer about. They got to get some kind of rhythm, something going on this offense to ignite this fan base.
They got him, and down he goes, and what a huge sack that might have knocked him out of field goal range. The Tide will have to call their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. But look at this. They're not setting up to punt. They're going to try to cut into this lead, and this is a huge risk late in the half. Pocket breaking down. And it's incomplete way downfield, and the defense rises to the occasion.
Well, they're unable to come up with that one on 4th down, and I remember this as a player. You practice specific plays on 4th down for those types of situations, and you know all week against the scout team, they've gotten really clean looks, easy to execute against. They didn't get a clean look that time, so you chalk it up to the defense, and take note of it next time. You might not run that play again if you're in a similar situation.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going to create a big play.
Nice job by the defense there, taking all throws away from the quarterback. He had nowhere to put that football in the field to play, so that ball obviously had to go out of bounds.
The Crimson Tide a long, long way from the line to gain here on 3rd down. Russell throws for the tight end. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
Well, the defense finally has figured it out. That was critical for their confidence because they had been scored on earlier. They'd given up a ton of yards. I think they understood the gravity of the situation. Third down, that was critical for them to get off the field, build momentum, build some confidence. Nice job that time by the defense.
And this ball will be down at around the 20. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Back to throw, it's Simmons. Throws it deep. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but second down coming.
And this offense, man, it's just been a struggle. I think guys, like, they've struggled to get points on the board and to move the ball consistently. And so I love the shot right here before the half, but they got to find something to hang their hat on, something they do really, really well. Because going into the half, there's not been a lot to talk about in a positive way.
Timeout on the field. Missouri calls it second. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Now on first down from the 30. Here's Simmons to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. The offense changing the play. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Fires to the wideout. On target to the left. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. To the air on first down. Deep shot for the end zone. Touchdown time. Makes the grab in the corner.
They have been road warriors here in this game, coming into a tough environment, but in all 3 phases, they have been absolutely dominant. Their defense is not allowed a point, and the offense is going up and down the field, and they score another touchdown here before the end of the first half.
PAT unit on the field. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Aggressive play calling on that drive. Just 2 plays, they get the long touchdown pass to pay it off.
Number 31, set to kick off.
Coming out with it, it's Roberts. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Just enough time for one final play in this half. Throwing Simmons. The pass falls incomplete, and that's how we'll finish this half. Missouri will put a foot to it to start us in the second half. And that is not the optimal solution there. The kickoff out of bounds, and the offense will have a little bit easier time of things. Send the tight end in motion. Pulls it, fired complete. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
Well, that receiver's looking at his teammates like, guys, what's up? You're not going to block for me on the screen? Seriously? I just lost yards on a screenplay. How does that happen?
The Crimson Tide just hoping at least to get some of the yardage back here on second down. Making side adjustments here. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Russell on play action. Lets it fly. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on second down. They're staring at third.
Man, as a quarterback, you got to be careful. He's lucky there. If you miss high throwing over the middle of the field, oftentimes that results in interception. So lucky that ball was incomplete.
From the gun on third down, Keelan Russell. Couldn't quite haul it in. They almost had their first pick here late in the game.
And look, I know this offense made some adjustments at halftime, and they couldn't wait to get back out on the field.
Guys, look at this. I'm surprised they're going to gamble and go for it here on fourth down. Again, it's Russell. Throws to the wideout. Hauls it in, the first down and more. Gets away from one, finds some space. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down on a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. The definition of four-down territory has changed over the last few years. It extended into their own territory there.
Anywhere, everywhere, just look at the card, right? That card's supposed to tell us what to do, but maybe I'll go for it anyways. This offense took a little bit of a gamble, but they get the first down.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it first and goal.
And I know, having talked to the quarterback before the game on the field, he was telling me, if I can just get this guy the ball, good things can happen. I think you saw it right there. Nice route, nice catch, but really good job after the catch, too. He was smelling the end zone, wanted to get in so bad, just gets knocked out of bounds right before the goal line. But right now, this quarterback has a lot of confidence when he's throwing to this guy.
And this offense shows they will be aggressive. On first and goal, they get the completion. Listen, games come down to executing in the red zone. This is a big spot.
Right on the money. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Alabama!
And this offense doing a really nice job, man. They're understanding who they are. And Jesse, do you find guys, man, on the outside that you know where they're going to be, you know they're going to make plays, and you just continue to feed them?
Yeah, no question, especially in a situation like this, David. When the game's on the line, you got to go to your best players, and quarterbacks, they keep track of what's happening during the game. Who's winning? Who's getting separation on the outside? Who do I feel comfortable throwing to in tight coverage? This is the guy. That's now his second touchdown catch in the game, and I don't think that's going to be the last time we see him touch the ball.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Tigers sending out their offense ready to get this drive started. Here's Hardy to begin the drive. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Simmons. Oh, they're after him. And he's sacked. Great work there by this defense.
Well, this offense keeps giving up sacks, and they keep finding themselves in situations like this, third and long right now. They don't have many points in this game, and this is a big reason why. It's hard to score if you don't keep the third downs manageable. So moving forward, whether it's running the football on first and second or throwing short passes earlier in the drives, they've got to change things up, because taking sacks like this is killing this offense.
It's complete to the left. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down.
And we've seen him do it by land, right? They've been handing him the football, and he's been finding space, making some plays, and now he does it by air. They find him, throw him the football, proving to be a dual threat. This is a guy they like.
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. 4th down, Simmons. Unloaded just as he throws. It's incomplete, and they stop him on 4th down.
And listen, obviously, at this area of the field, it's a question, it's a debate whether or not you go for that on 4th down. At the end of the day, though, I think this coach believes in his own playmakers, and he's got guys on offense that he feels can make a play in that type of situation, and he's got confidence in him. That time they weren't able to come up with it. Be curious to see what this guy does if they're in a similar situation as this game moves on.
And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
I don't know, man. If I'm on defense here and I'm watching the way my D-line's getting manhandled, I might have to put more guys in the box. I might have to sacrifice his safety and try to get more hats close to the line of scrimmage to slow this running back down, because the RPO game's been a problem.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative, and that's 2 runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys near the line of scrimmage, not let them waste time, and try to get their offense the football back?
Throwing Russell. Looking for the end zone. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
And this QB's had some success, man, throwing to the football in the end zone. Like 3 touchdown passes today. Nice job by the defense responding, right? Don't give up more big plays. Understand he's going to be aggressive and take shots.
To the air, it's Russell. Fires to the middle. Missed his receiver there, it's incomplete. Already well within field goal range. Wonder how aggressive they'll be on 3rd and long from the 22. Motion from the wide receiver. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. A shot toward the end zone. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Bama! This is like a baseball pitcher that can't miss. He is just pounding the strike zone.
Man, it just gets in the zone, right? When you can't miss, you've seen quarterbacks get like that no matter what they do. They're on fire. They're hitting the receivers. And listen, that's also on the defense. The defense has to do a better job making him feel uncomfortable, changing what they're doing in coverage so he's a little bit confused. You can't just let him pick you apart.
And they tack on the extra point for a 35-0 lead. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And the scoring play comes on a touchdown pass from 22 yards out.
Set to kick off.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll give it to Hardy. Forges ahead. Picks up about 3 to the 29. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Here's Simmons to throw. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Well, you can see the mindset of this offense changing quickly. We're in the late in the 3rd quarter. They're down on the scoreboard. They've got to get aggressive, and they've got to throw the ball if they want a chance to win this game. But the defense knows it. It's going to be really hard for this quarterback now. The windows are going to be small like it was that time, throwing the incompletion.
Right on target this time. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chains. We've reached a break, and Alabama has the lead. This has been a complete obliteration so far, as the third quarter stats will show you. They go back to work with a first down in the final period of this one. Throwing Simmons. That's caught. It's Lee. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down.
This has been a frustrating day. I mean, they haven't moved the ball consistently, and now you get a play, but they haven't put 2 and 3 and 4 plays together, and that's why they're trailing in this football game. So maybe they can find some kind of a rhythm here late in the game and get something cooking.
And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Well, a lot of things haven't gone right for him. You saw an incompletion right there. It's been offense, it's been defense. They just haven't been able to click and get into a rhythm here. And now they're playing catch-up, and you know they're going to be throwing at each and every play here in the fourth quarter.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. From the gun, give to Hardy. And they're able to make the tackle.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down.
Well, this guy must feel like he's run into a buzzsaw in this game. He has been under duress all game long, and that's a big reason why he's thrown multiple interceptions in the game.
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. Simmons to throw for it on 4. Got him downfield. Across the 25, he's got room. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Missouri!
Well, you got to love the attitude of this team. I know they're still down by a lot on the scoreboard, but a really nice job by the quarterback. Accurate throw on that touchdown pass.
Getting set for the point after. Oh, how could that happen? He misses the extra point. So a well-executed 8-play, 75-yard drive. And the finisher coming on a touchdown pass from 52 yards out. That might be overdoing it, keeping it away from the return man as the kickoff goes out of bounds. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line.
And that play is essentially like a jet sweep, right? This offense is going to run the football conventionally. They'll do it between the tackles. They'll do it outside. But there's a lot of different creative ways they can get their playmakers the football in the running game, and I think that was an example of what you saw right there.
Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Keelan Russell unloads to the right. Pulls it in. It's Rodgers. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The handoff, keep working on that clock. Makes it past the marker. Makes the stop at the 23-yard line, but it's a pickup of 15. A first down, and this offense is smelling the end zone. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Wide receiver going in motion. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and this offense just a couple of minutes away from putting one in the win column. Alabama with a 1st and 10 here. Russell. Here comes the heat. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know lots went wrong, but let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
Looking to throw, it's Russell. And the incomplete pass was just too hot to handle.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
From here, it would just be a 30-yard field goal try. Let's see how aggressive they're going to be to try to pick up. Snags it, and there's running room. A likely touchdown-saving tackle, but the catch and run takes it down to the 7.
Really nice job responding by the offense here. They watched the opponent go down the field and score a touchdown on that last drive, and you could see the quarterback there in the commercial break. He's telling his guys, let's go. We're going to go get this one. Everybody lock in. And that's what you're seeing on this drive. Doing a really, really nice job. They look confident. They're trying to score a touchdown themselves.
Throwing Russell. Going for 6. He's got it in the end zone for another touchdown, and this is a full-fledged beatdown.
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense